You are listening to Mets Kingdom. I'm your host Luigi Ball, and welcome to episode 7. Like I said before, this is your host, Luigi Boy. You can call me LB. We're going to be talking about all things Mets here in Mets Kingdom. All right, this is episode 7. Let's start this right off talking about game 1 on Friday against the Bravos. Mets won 6-3. Always good to see wins. Harvey was okay. He's getting better. I could see him getting a little better. He got his first win. That's always good to get out of the way. A foundation to, build upon. I know he's going to get better. I'm not worried. I expect at any moment for his God-given talent to set in. So I'm relaxed. I wanted him to go 7, 8 innings and be Harvey-like. But you know what? He's still Harvey. He's a horse. He's going to pitch his innings. He's going to be good. You know what I think? Honestly, and this is just an opinion, of course. I really think that last year, because the ground's velocity is down too, I really think it's affected them getting to the World Series, believe it or not. Might call me crazy. You might say, LB, you are nuts. That makes no sense. It makes a little sense to me. They went deep into the season. They pitched a lot of innings. And I know they're going to get hot at some point. And they're already pitching pretty good. Most of the league would love to have these pitchers like this right now, pitching 5-6 innings, giving up 2 runs. And we're calling them okay starts while they're getting lit up over there in other divisions, and even in the same division, getting lit up for 5 runs in 5 innings, and we're calling our guys okay. But that's just how it is. We expect better from them because these are all good pitchers, including Colon. So we expect the best from them, and they will get better. I know they'll get better. Let's start off with my man, Granderson. My man was 3 for 5, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. He carried this team this game. I mean, he didn't do it all. I believe in team game. But if it wasn't for him, Mets might have lost. All right, in the second inning, the bases were full of Metsies. And their pitcher, Bud Norris, I don't usually mention the other team's player's name, but I have to this time. Bud Norris delivered a "this Bud's for you" pitch to Granderson, and he whacked it out of the park with the bases loaded. He whacked it out. Line drive to right field. That was awesome. Then in the 4th inning again, he delivered another "this Bud's for you" pitch to Curtis with no one out, and again it went over the fence. So Granderson is back. Our leadoff batter is back. He's walking. He's getting on base. He's hitting for power. He's doing Grady stuff. That's what I like to see. He was a big part last year in the first half of the season. If it wasn't for him, we might have not played 500 ball. He was a big part of the team till we got Cespedes, till we got Kelly Johnson, till we got Juan Uribe. So we started getting these players. Let's see. Wright had a walk and a double. That I'm getting used to that. He scored a run. I don't know why everybody wants him out of the 2-hole. I think he's doing pretty good. Let's cut the guy some slack. He's still hitting. He's fielding. Takes him about 3 hours to get ready for the game. Let's cut the guy some slack. There's nothing wrong with the lineup. We're scoring runs. We're 8-2 in the last 10. We just had a 7-2 road trip, and it wasn't just all pitching. It was hitting. And he was part of it. He was there on base, running, getting doubles, hitting homers this road trip. He's all right. He's not going to be 2009, right, 2006, right, whatever you want. He's not going to be that guy maybe anymore, Not going to hit 25 homers, 30 homers, but I still like him in the 2-hole. Cespedes had an RBI double. Speaking of Cespedes, in the 5th inning with 2 outs, Harvey was in real trouble. He might have not finished the game if it wasn't for this play, really. So Cespedes kind of saved him. Cespedes, my man. The catcher for the Bravos got a base hit to center field, and the right fielder for the Bravos decided it was a great idea to challenge Yost Cannon in center field. Well, let me tell you something. He got taken into custody by Travis d'Arnaud at the plate. TDA with a great play on a great throw. End of inning. Harvey's day is over, and Cespedes saved the Mets with TDA. What a throw, what a cannon. Oh man, when the base hit went to center field, I was drained. I was like, oh my God, Harvey, no. And then I was like, yes, he's out. Anyway, what a game. Like I said before, the Mets won 6-3, the first game of the series. The bullpen gave up 1 run in 4 innings to lock down the victory. The bullpen is looking good. Robles, Henderson, Familia, he doesn't look that great right now, but like I said, he pitched a lot last year too. He was asked to do a lot. 5 out saves and everything, pitching 2 innings sometimes. He was locking it down last year. So I expect these pitchers kind of to like have their velocity down a little bit and not being able to control everything. But they'll all be back. You'll see by the time we play the Nats in May, we're gonna be good. Don't worry about it, everybody. I know it. I got faith in this team. Let's go to game 2 on Saturday. The Mets kicked some real butt this game, 8-2. Like I said before, Mats, he was okay. Pitched himself out of trouble. Every once in a while, he threw that nice curve he has, and he would get out of trouble. My man Granderson was at it again. He was 2 for 5 with a double. A walk, he scored twice. All right, the walk's important. All right, I think a lot of people, they're always looking for the doubles and stuff. And you'll hear my podcast, I mentioned the walks because the walks are important. All right, he's starting to see the ball very well now. So I think it's official. Our leadoff batter is back, and it's essential to have him back because he sets the whole table for the rest of the lineup. Right, had 2 hits. Both were doubles. 1 to right field, 1 to left field, and he also had an RBI. And like I said, everybody wants him out of the 2-hole. I don't see it. That's just me. Maybe I'm a right lover. Maybe I just love him a lot, but he's doing good. And it's not a lie. He's doing good. Conforto. Keith Hernandez loves this guy. And you know what? I'm on the bandwagon. Conforto, his swing is sweet. Just a normal swing. Just a normal, nice, good eye at the plate. I love him. He went 2 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. And he also had his first Major League Baseball stolen base. First steal ever in the major leagues. Duda had an RBI sacrifice fly. That's perfect in a cleanup spot. Filling in for our man Yo, who's a little hurt, leg problems. It's all right. It's okay. It's early in the season. Just get better and come back. The lineup could handle it without you for a little while. Don't worry about it. Neil Walker. Wow. What a signing by Anderson. Neil Walker hit a home run in the 9th, and then Cabrera stepped up to the plate and whacked one too. His first of the season. Walker also had his first walk of the season, and I think the bench was giving it to him a little bit. I love that type of stuff. He was smiling, looking over at the bench. I love that type of stuff. I love the game. I'm a student of the game. I love the game. The game is beautiful. It's been beautiful to me ever since I was a little boy, and it's still beautiful to me. And the way he was laughing at the bench, and the bench was probably having some sort of reaction to probably giving it to him. And this is a guy that walks about 50 times a year, so it's not like he doesn't walk. He's been hacking lately, and it's been coming out good for him. These 2 guys, Cabrera and Neil Walker, can't say it enough. Love the way they play middle infield. It's not like they get to everything, but whatever they get to, they make the plays. The double plays look sweet. The hitting looks sweet. I'm sure they're going to need to rest later on in the season. I think both of them have played every single game. They are 30 years old, but that's what we got Flores for. He'll fill in for them. And I'm sure I'm going to be a little nervous if Flores at shortstop, but he has to fill in. That's okay. That's all right. They still win those games. Travis went 2 for 5 with 2 runs scored. I think he's coming out. Hasn't hit a home run yet. This is a guy that's going to hit about 15, even if he's in the 8th hole. I know he will because he's a home run hitter. This lineup is stacked. It's one of the best lineups in baseball. I'm not kidding. Look up the stats. This is one of the best lineups in baseball. Lagares, 2 for 5 with an RBI. He hit a triple, and Lagares is playing well. He's in shape, playing a good center field, and he's not playing a lot. And it's not easy. I think he's hitting like 350 or something like that. I'm really not sure where he's hitting. I know it's over 300. He's playing very well. It's not easy to be that guy to come off the bench. Most guys come off the bench, they hit 200 because it's tough. It's a long season off the bench. It's not easy. I remember when I was younger looking at those baseball cards and all those guys that had 100 at-bats, 200 at-bats for the season, most of them were not hitting 280. Most of them were hitting 202. It's tough, all right? It's tough to come off the bench and look good all the time. The bullpen finished the game again. Of course, nowadays there's no more 9 innings unless you're pitching no-hitters like that dude over in Chicago. I don't really like to say the enemy's names. Jake Arrieta. That guy's lights out. But anyway, hopefully we don't have to face him. We rocked him in the playoffs, so hopefully we'll rock him again if we face him. The bullpen finished the game, 2 2/3 of shutout ball. The bullpen is looking good, one of the best in baseball, top 10 for sure. Looking at the stats before. Let's move on to game 3, Sunday. This one was a close one. We won 3-2. This one was a nail biter. This one had me a little nervous. We weren't hitting the homers, but we played some small balls. Some of you guys in Facebook and Twitter were like, well, why don't we play small ball? Well, there we go. We played some small ball, some sacrifice hits, and we did it. DeGrom, he was okay. Gave up more hits than innings. Velocity was a little down, but his motion is so flawless that he fools hitters anyway, because his off speed, when he throws the off speed, his arm motion is the same speed. So he fools them on the slider too, same speed, arm speed, which is something that Keith Hernandez was bringing up about Matz, that he kind of changes his arm speed a little bit on the curve and the changeup. I hope the league doesn't pick up on this. Better yet, I hope the pitching coach works with him so he can stop that, because these are professional hitters and the real good ones will pick up on this and will start slamming the ball. Matz. So this is something to watch. Wright and TDA had the day off. Yo is still out with the leg injury. So yesterday's game was tough. We had 3 main guys out of the lineup. So I understand why we only scored 3. That's not good. And people say, Wright, we don't need Wright. Well, without Wright, we weren't scoring too much, were we? Wright was out. Darnold, you can see the lineup 1 through 8, even if everyone's not hitting, they still scare the pitchers. The pitchers around the league know who all these guys are, and they know they all have pop. They all have gap power. They all have home run power, and they can all hit. Do they strike out a lot? Yeah, but they can all hit. Pitchers know these guys can all hit. So what happens is they have to pitch around them. I mean, if you're a real fan of the game, you understand that the deeper your lineup goes, the harder it is for pitchers to pitch around. Look what happened the other night. They walked Conforto to get to Duda, I think it was, and Duda made him pay for it. See, because you have a deep lineup. Granderson had a walk and a hit, scored 2 runs. Like I said, he's back. Cabrera was in the 2-hole. Love him. 2 for 4 with a run scored. And Conforto had a double with 2 RBIs. So top of the lineup was good. The bottom of the lineup suffered a little bit because it was weaker. No TDA, no Wright in the 2-hole. So Cabrera has to move up. That makes the bottom of the lineup weaker. So for all those people that are saying that Wright should hit lower, no, Wright is perfect in the 2-hole. He's a little faster than Cabrera. He walks a little more than Cabrera. So that's perfect. You leave Cabrera down there and he's dangerous. Pitchers don't want to be facing Cabrera. We're talking about an ex-Silver Slugger. He can still slam the ball. Keep him down there. I like him down there. All right. Duda had a sac fly this game too. So that's back-to-back games with sac flies. Great situational hitting. That's what I'm looking for. That's what we should all be looking for. He doesn't need the doubles all the time. It's small ball. That's small ball too. Sacrifice flies. Just make contact, get the ball in the air, and let's score a run, because we do have the bullpen and the pitching to win 3-2 games. That's what's great. This team is complete. I like this team. Walker had a hit and a walk. He had another walk. Stop the presses. He had another walk. So that's 2 walks. 2 walks in a row. That's awesome. The bullpen pitched 3 innings and a third. They gave up a run, but Familia pitched out of trouble in the 9th to shut it down for his 5th save. He got a little bit of trouble there in the 9th, but he did it. He closed it down. He is Familia, so he doesn't have his stuff, complete stuff. So a lot of these pitches are scary. The league must be like, well, they don't even have their stuff. They don't right now, and they still did it. This pitching staff complete, all the starters, and Wheeler's not even back, with the bullpen, and even the guys that we bring up from the minors. Guys like Verrett, this guy's awesome. He doesn't throw that hard, but he goes after the hitters. He knows what he's doing. Sometimes he's behind an account 2-0, and there you go. He throws a slider or a curve or a strike, changeup, and you're like, wow, well, this guy's good. This guy might be a starter on some other team. So we are deep. You know, we've only given up 6 home runs the whole season so far. I know it's early, but we're number 1 in the league. 6 home runs. 6. The Cincinnati Reds that we play this weekend have given up 34. I'm sorry, not this weekend. Today, starting today, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. 34 home runs they've given up. That's last in the league. So I expect the Mets to hit at home now. They're back. Last time they were home, they weren't hitting. We might not have Cespedes, but the lineup is still deep. I love having Cespedes because he scares the pitchers. So it's great. They pitch around him, then Lucas comes up, slam, but it's all right. I still expect us to hit. The Reds have the worst bullpen ERA in the league at 6.26. The bullpen has given up 17 home runs. That's also last in the majors. All these stats I'm giving you, they're last in the majors. Bullpen is last. Team home runs is last, given up, and the bullpen has given up 17 home runs. That's also last. So I expect to slam the Reds this weekend. Here we go again with this weekend. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, today, okay? Today we got Noah going. I expect to win. That's just how it is. I expect to win. Our second game, we got Colon. Let's see what Colon has. Colon sometimes is gray. Sometimes he's average. So let's see what he has. I still love Colon. And then Harvey, the third game, I know he's back. The Reds can hit a little bit. But their pitching is terrible. So I'm loving this team. We're in second place. The Nats are playing like out of this world. They're not going to keep this up. Nobody's going to be playing 747 ball the whole season or anything like that. It's because it's the start. So kind of like the good teams kind of start separating themselves. That's what the Mets are doing. They're already kind of separating themselves in the division from Atlanta, from the Phillies, from the Marlins. See? And they're right behind the Nats. That's how it's supposed to be. Fighting with the Nats. The Nats are just starting all world, and that dude over there, I don't want to say his name, tied up the game with a pinch hit home run the other day. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before. I think it was yesterday. I pay attention to them. I watch the game sometimes a little bit, or the replays, and oh my God, they're all world right now. Daniel Murphy's killing the ball. Oh, I said his name. I didn't want to say his name. Second baseman for them. Not a Met no more. So second baseman for them. He's hitting cover off the ball right now. So let's see what happens. All right. Right now, if we started the playoffs today, we would be at home against the Cards. At home against the Cards. We would be a wild card team. We'd be at home against the Cards. That would be interesting. I know you're saying, hey, LB, don't you think it's a little early? Hey, tell me you don't look at the standings and start looking at other teams. And I do. I'm a fiend. So like I said, we got Noah, Colon, and Harvey Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, starting today. All right. Not going to say no weekend anymore. All right. Mets Twitter, relax. Been noticing everybody's a little more calm. Except for this right thing to get out of the 2-hole. And for some odd reason, some of you guys out there always find something to complain about, even when the team is winning. All right, so just come on, forget about it and just enjoy the ride. All right, we're back home. Let's get some home cooking, and let's try to get 2 out of 3 from the Reds. That's all we want. Sweeps are good, but 2 out of 3 here, 2 out of 3 there, 2 out of 3 there, 2 out. Because then we're going to start facing some good teams like the Dodgers and Colorado and the teams that are playing good ball right now. You know what I mean? The teams that are playing good ball. You know those teams that are out there because you watch the news, how I watch the news. Or you should be. Keep up with the other teams. You should be knowledgeable about other teams too. Anyway, my Twitter handle is Luigi Ball. Follow me. We could chat a little while. Anyway, have yourself a good day. For all you coffee drinkers out there, I am a coffee drinker. Love it. Enjoy your day. Have fun out there. Those of you that work in the daytime, put on the Mets game, sit down. Let's enjoy Noah throwing 99, 100, 101 sinkers. And let's have some fun. I'll be back soon again. Love you guys. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for listening to me. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate having listeners, Not fun doing this by myself. All right, we're in second place. We're getting hot. That 2-5 start. Seems like last year. Again, most of my beats are composed by Silent Pain. He's on YouTube. Enjoy your day. God bless you. Have fun. This is LB. I'm out. See ya. Bye.